now has to think of an opening where he can get some winning chances, because remember, if he doesn't win, he will lose this match. He's not out of the competition, but he will drop down to the lower bracket. And Jan Krzysztof playing the queen's pawn, and now the knight coming out. We have the queen's gambit on the board.
Yeah, and this is a critical moment for Gukesh. How is he going to keep the game alive? And he chooses an opening. It's a very sharp opening called the Rogozin. And these two also have played this particular variation against each other before. So what is Duda going to play? Well, he just develops his bishop and just ignores the pin against the king.
Yeah, you can see both of the bishops doing pinning. Pinning means they're tying down, pinning down one of their opponent's pieces. White can't move the knight by the bishop because he'd be moving into check, and black can't move his knight by white's bishop because he'd lose his queen. So this is a pinning strategy, very good strategy that the top players often use when they're trying to get their pieces into the battle here. Now, Jan Krzysztof is just trying to recall his data bank there in his mind, and he's trying to pick a variation where he won't have too many risks. So he captures in the center and plays a solid developing move, just moving his queen one square out there. And this has all been seen, this position. I've even had this position with the white pieces myself.
Me too. And black has a choice. Black can kick the bishop, and there you see it happening. And now he can actually strike out in the center if he's feeling very ambitious. And actually, he needs to be ambitious. So, of course, Gukesh, he's not going to shy away from the fight. He immediately challenges that pawn in the middle of the board.
Yes, and now white has a decision to make. Normally white's pawn in front of the king moves because the only piece that white hasn't got in the game is his bishop. Now this is another way you can play. This is still what we call theory, opening.
Perhaps that wasn't necessary, but okay, now the king is coming in, and the bishop moves backwards just to attack the pawn.
Yeah, the black king is starting to come in, and the way you try to win this is you try to force the white king to a very bad square, and obviously you want to win one of your opponent's pawns. So Gukesh moving his king into a position where he's aiming for that pawn on the right hand side, but at the moment white's bishop is guarding that pawn, but he's going to get ready to soon go rook takes pawn, I think.
Yeah, I was actually waiting for Gukesh to do it on the move, but instead he drives the king one square forward and then just circles that king. He's getting ready to give a check. There it comes.
Very nice technique here from Gukesh, because look at the black king. It's run all the way into the position, but they're blitzing out the moves here. Their time situation is critical, but I can see another queen appearing on the board, and Duda cannot stop that pawn. His only chance is to try and use this pawn and queen.
Yeah, well, Duda making things tricky, and now here it comes. The race is in progress. Now, can Duda miraculously pull off a draw with just the pawns? Nope, absolutely not. And Gukesh does it, winning with black on demand. The match is now going to be decided by Armageddon.
That's right, we have an Armageddon match coming up there. Gukesh doing the impossible, coming back with the black pieces against the almighty Duda and winning with black. He got an ideal opening there. The